Yes, as you saw from the beginning of the video, I have created an 8th-floor elevator. It is relatively smaller than a lot of other different kinds of multi-floor elevators that have the panel selection, and it's gotten more compact over time. This was the first version. Of course, it works the same way, but it is much smaller. Well, this version is much smaller. You can call it to any floor. For example, you can call it to the 1st floor. Currently, I believe it is on the 6th floor. Yes. The doors close automatically. And then it comes down. As you can see. And it uses a version of my slime block elevator. And the doors open. It makes a ding dong noise. Cool. Then you could go to any floor from here, and yeah. I can show you how the launchers work and the catchers work. First of all, this is the flying machine that I'm using. What we can use is a button, and it will catch that once you update the bottom observers. The direction it goes in is the opposite direction of the observers. So if you want it to go down, you power the top one. If you want it to go up, you have to power all 3 simultaneously, or else this would happen. And then your elevator would be broken, and that's not fun. Anyways, since it's a little bit tedious, I'll show you how to build one and properly launch and release. First of all, you need to start with 3 observers and then another one on top. You take slime blocks, piston, like that, and then you take one of these, 3 pistons, that, and that. And the way that I am detecting whether or not it is on the floor is I'm using a cauldron filled with water, because you can use a similar looking terracotta block. Now, you could launch this and it'll go to the moon. Anyway, so further from that, how do we stop it without destroying anything? Without breaking anything or destroying anything? To keep the sides nice and clean looking, we use droppers that are aimed upward and downward, so that we can power or send signals directly through without having to power any other droppers. We click this, it only powers that one, but not the side ones, or if it were to be an under one. So we do that, and it ignores it. So, if we launch this, you see that these pistons on the back end are able to catch it. This is my system for automatically being able to catch it, basically. If your floor wanted to stop here, you would remove that one, you would pull it back, right here using pistons, and whenever you wanted to release, you would just put it back, allowing the flying machine to go down or up. Now, the catch side is, if your flying machine is going down, you have to catch it by this side. If you don't catch it by this side, well, it's not fun, because, yeah, you have to. So we power it like that, and if I'll show you why you have to catch it right there. We'll do that, and then we'll take these droppers and pretend that it's going down, but in reality it's just braking. ignore the middle piece. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, now that it has reached the bottom, you see that it got stuck right here, but it wouldn't be able to fire again because these are out of alignment, because the alignment would be right there instead of, and then the 3 other ones would be right there and there and there. So, to fix this, we have this system, which catches it if it were to go down. Now on the elevator, we have a way of detecting if it needs to go up or down. We have these red decoders, and the latest update caused these to break, so I had to make one out of scrap so it's not as large, though. So it's not as... yeah, you get it. Cool. Anyways, so it's all set up to each and every single floor, and whenever it's activated, it will power this redstone torch or this redstone torch, depending if it were to go up or down. If it were up or down, this redstone torch would basically power or unpower. Now, how the redstone down here works is not that complex in general. So first of all, we have a comparator signal. They're basically like a single easy way of recording signals. As you can see, it has a power of 6. That's because it was on the 6th floor last time, and it knew which floor that it was on, so that it can compare to the floor that it was called to, which was the 1st floor. So what it does is it takes a signal down here, it goes over here, and it powers this, which unpowers these. This is the moving signal, so basically this will allow the elevator to be fired down or up, depending. And then it retracts this piston, releasing whatever was in here, turning it off, and then it will quickly put it back and take the power on here so that it can check. It will change the power. So if we go up here and we go to the 2nd floor, we hit the call button, it resets the detectors, and now this one's set to the 1st floor because it was on the 1st floor, and then this one is set to the 2nd floor because it was called. So it ends up being right there. Now this thing right here comes down here and it activates this monostable circuit, or was one until it didn't need it, so that it can fix the call button. Basically, this gets powered out here to protect it from spam abuse, basically, which it comes to here and then it unpowers and then repowers, causing it to spit the block out. And then the reason why this is at 2 ticks right here is so that it can pull out and bring it back in, just in case if it spat it out a 2nd or 3rd time. So yeah, that's my elevator. Thank you for watching.